Yes, it is that time of the year again, March Madness. And no, I am not talking about the madness in D.C. I am talking about an American tradition unlike any other. Even my own daughters and wife Angela have fallen for March Madness. Of course, I'm not sure it's for the love of the game so much as the love of the cutest players. Seriously, what does Stephon Curry got that I don't? Now, I am a Tennessee volunteer undergraduate alum and a Kansas State Wildcat graduate alum. And my wife was a K-Stater throughout her undergraduate and doctoral studies. Just this week, K-State broke into the top 10 NCAA basketball rankings. Now, we could just beat those doggone Jayhawks. In our office, we have Louisville Cardinal and Arizona Wildcat grads who are busy following every game. We have a Texas grad who was thrilled at the 22-point comeback last week, enabling the Longhorns to beat their vicious rivals to the north, those Oklahoma Sooners. There were countless upsets last week. Number 1 Indiana went down to Minnesota. My own Tennessee Vols defeated Bill Whittle's Gators, only to then turn around and lose to a very lackluster Georgia Bulldog team. However, those Lady Vols are always right up there, and under the legendary head coach Pat Summitt, they were always making us proud on the court. I think we all could agree that even the women's NCAA tournament provides an incredible level of excitement and passion. What we all enjoy during March Madness, at least I do, is watching those Division I-A and Division II schools get that ticket to the dance. And who among us doesn't remember the great Cinderella teams of recent years, George Mason, VCU, and Butler? We all sit and watch in anticipation of who will be the next surprise coming out of the brackets, the infamous bracket buster. What about those great shots that we've seen? Kentucky versus Duke in 1992, 1998's Valparaiso versus Ole Miss, and in 1983, who could ever forget Coach Jim Valvano and NC State defeating Houston? And the upsets. Remember Raleigh Massimino and Villanova defeating Georgetown, or Princeton sending UCLA home? Well, in less than 2 weeks, office workers everywhere will start handing out tournament brackets to find out which coworker will win the office pool for predicting the most wins. Since I've been out here in LA working at the PJ Media headquarters while the DC studio is being built, I participated in a Los Angeles tradition, the Oscar pool. I must admit, I didn't know such things existed, and I thought at first it was a little ridiculous. See, to me, the only films that should have won anything this year were Lincoln and Zero Dark 30. And of course, Skyfall, because I am a James Bond aficionado. In case you're wondering, Roger Moore and Timothy Dalton, of course, they are the worst. And it goes without saying Sean Connery is the best Bond ever. Although Daniel Craig is coming in a close second. I had no idea about sound editing or color scheme design, and I definitely didn't care about foreign films, because in my assessment, the official language here is English. So as I was looking at the Oscar sheet, I was thinking about the difference between that and the March Madness bracket. The Oscar sheet, and indeed the whole affair, reminded me of a, shall I say, a 1% elitist gathering. Who picks the winners? Some fellows that I don't know and I won't ever meet. Why not base winning an Oscar for Best Picture on ticket sales? Why not have the folks going to the movies pick the winners instead of an entertainment politburo? See, what I love about March Madness is that 65 teams enter and only one survives. At the start of the season, every team has a chance, but only 65 can make it to the dance. And it takes winning 6 games to be the NCAA basketball champion. In other words, it's all about merit. So as I make my cultural analysis, the Oscars seem to resemble crony capitalism, where some hidden faces choose the winners and losers, while March Madness reflects the free market of open and fair competition, visible to all, a level playing field, 5 on 5. The problem is our government is starting to resemble the Oscars, not March Madness. Perhaps that's why the First Lady presented the Best Picture Award. See, America loves a winner, but we love a winner that we can watch compete. What's great about March Madness is that it is truly a reflection of who we are as a nation. Competent, passionate, focused, competitive, resilient, resolute champions. I fear that as a nation, We're becoming more like the Oscars, where a select few decide who gets to go home with the gold, and we really never know the rules. Just ask Catherine Bigelow. Without a doubt, she should have walked away with a basket of statues, or at least shared the stage with those who gave us the movie Lincoln. And why? Because those movies told stories of who we are as a people. The next generation must know that life in America, our dear constitutional republic, resembles March Madness, not the Oscars.